The sun streamed through the windows of the living room, casting a warm, golden glow on the soft cushions of the couch. Max, the young, exuberant puppy, bounded around the room, his tail wagging with unstoppable enthusiasm. He had been running, jumping, and playing for hours, and his little body was starting to tire. But Max didn't know how to rest properly. He had no idea how to truly relax and enjoy the art of napping. Enter Whiskers, the seasoned feline professor of relaxation. From her perch atop the bookshelf, Whiskers watched Max, her green eyes narrowing with mild disapproval. She had spent years perfecting the craft of napping. A nap wasn't just sleep, it was an art, the kind of thing that could take a lifetime to master. She wasn't about to let this hyperactive puppy ruin the sanctity of a good nap, especially not when he needed her guidance. Max, exhausted but not quite ready to rest, flopped down on the floor with a loud sigh. He rolled onto his back and wiggled his legs in the air. "Naps are boring," he complained. "I'd rather play fetch." Whiskers gave an elegant flick of her tail and jumped down from her perch, landing softly on the rug. She circled Max slowly, her eyes studying him with a critical gaze. "You've got a lot to learn, young one," she purred, her voice smooth and confident. Max perked up, tail wagging. "You nap all the time. Can you teach me? I don't get how you do it." Whiskers nodded sagely. "It's a process. You can't just flop down and expect to nap. It's about technique, timing, and precision." Max tilted his head, ears flopping to the sides. "I'm all ears. Teach me, Professor Whiskers." "Very well," she said, sitting down and wrapping her tail neatly around her paws. Lesson 1. The pre-nap ritual. A nap must never be rushed. First, you need to stretch. Max immediately sprawled out on the rug, front legs stretched forward while his back legs wiggled in the air. "Like this?" he asked, eagerly. Whiskers rolled her eyes. "No, no, no. You must savor the stretch. Feel the tension in your muscles melt away. It's not about how long or how far you stretch. It's about the feeling, the zen of it." She demonstrated, arching her back slowly, her tail flicking gracefully as she elongated each muscle with purpose. Max mimicked her, but his version looked more like a floppy pancake trying to reach for the sky. "Okay, I think I'm doing it. What's next?" Lesson 2. The resting position, Whiskers continued. A nap is not just about being comfortable, it's about finding the perfect position that aligns with your inner peace. For example, I prefer the loaf position. It's classic, dignified, and highly effective. Max looked at her, puzzled. "Loaf? What's a loaf?" Whiskers sighed dramatically and demonstrated, curling up into a neat, compact ball with her tail wrapped around herself. "Like this. Notice how every part of my body is aligned, how my muscles are completely at ease." Max rolled over on his back, his legs splayed out like a starfish. "Isn't this comfortable?" Whiskers raised an eyebrow. "Comfortable? Yes. But efficient? No. You are wasting valuable energy by sprawling like that. A true napper conserves energy. The key to a perfect nap is minimal movement." Max shifted uncomfortably. "Oh, I guess I never thought about it that way." "Of course you didn't," Whiskers said, flicking an ear. Now, lesson 3. The nap ambiance. A true napper knows the power of silence. The room must be peaceful. No loud noises, no distractions. You must eliminate anything that could disturb your tranquility. Max tilted his head, looking around the room. "But what if someone throws a toy or makes noise?" "Exactly," Whiskers said. "You must ignore it. Let it go. You are the master of your own peace. Now, close your eyes and let the room settle around you." Max obediently shut his eyes, but his tail thumped against the floor in excitement. He could hear the faint squeak of a chew toy and the distant sounds of birds outside the window. His mind raced with thoughts of everything he wanted to do instead of napping. Whiskers watched him for a moment and then gave a soft sigh. Lesson 4. Focus. True relaxation requires full commitment. Let your mind empty of all distractions. Think of nothing. The stillness must consume you. Max's tail stilled. He took a deep breath and tried to quiet his mind. For a moment, the noise faded away, and the warm sunlight felt soothing on his fur. Slowly, he started to relax, his muscles unwinding one by one. Whiskers gave a satisfied nod. Well done, Max. You're finally beginning to understand. Max opened one eye. This is actually kind of nice. Whiskers stretched out lazily, her eyes half closed in contentment. Of course it is. Now, when you're ready to drift off, just let go. Don't fight it. Max, still unsure but trusting his teacher, curled up into a more comfortable position. He stretched his legs out in front of him, tucked his head into his paws, and let the gentle quiet of the room fill him. Whiskers watched him for a moment, pleased with her pupil's progress. With a soft purr, she settled back into her loaf position. Max, now fully relaxed, finally drifted off into a peaceful nap. As the minutes ticked by, Whiskers glanced at him, her whiskers twitching in satisfaction. There you go, puppy. You'll be an expert napper in no time. Max, deep in sleep, would later dream of bones and endless fields of tennis balls. But for now, he was content, learning from the wisest napper of them all.